and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca. Happy 1st of December, everybody. It is Advent time. Absolutely love this time of year. Though 1st of December being on Sunday, I'm sorry, but even though I've known, I still feel like that has creeped up on me and bit me. But anyway, it's all good. So we are going to be starting our Add More Zest mini diamond painting Advent event today. So I actually pulled out, I found the first. I actually pulled out diamonds A, and this isn't, this is diamonds D. So I do need to reshuffle which diamonds I pull out. I need these ones for today. So for the first, we are starting one of our squares of the mystery painting, but we have some opening to do before that. So if you have purchased our Add More Zest Advent Calendar for 2024 and have not yet opened your gift, pause this video, go and get your gift, go and open it, and then come back when I open mine. I will also explain what the other one is in a moment. But yes, it is December, which means it is Advent Calendar time, and we are starting off with one of my favourite things, because I believe we always have to start with a little bit of a bang. Now this year I do also have a blog on the website. I know where number one is, you see. I know it's buried down here. Yes, we now do have a blog on the website as well, which does show you each day's Advent Calendar item, and in some instances gives you a little bit of info behind it. That will always be up at the beginning of the day, so if you want to see that before my video, of course feel free, but that doesn't mean you can skip the video, because you know, this is your me time. This is your little snippet of me time. But day one, I love day one. I love all the days, but I especially love day one. For day one, we have our Advent Calendar in an Advent Calendar. This is the first diamond painting I have ever designed. Is there a mistake? Yes. We shall see if people spot it. It can easily be fixed. It's not something that is glaringly obvious. It is a very subtle mistake that I personally have made when charting it. However, I love it. Absolutely love it. Had immense fun creating it. It was created quite a while ago, and I haven't managed to create any more since, but that's a whole different ball game. But yes, it is a 15 by 15. It is a square diamond painting, and it is an Advent Calendar. So you can choose to do a section each day in addition to our diamond painting. You could do it all in one and have it displayed for Christmas, or you could leave it as a later project in the year. It is completely up to you. We do have some diamond dust drills in it and some AB diamonds in it for that nice extra little bit of sparkle, and you do get the canvas. You do also get, of course, the diamonds, and you get the stickers. So I'd love to see these start popping up that people have created, but it's very hard to do small diamond paintings, I will say. So I'm very happy that Sam has done these ones. I don't think I'd have ever got them all done. So yes, that is day one of our Advent Calendar, starting big, should we say. But yeah, keep people entertained with things to do for a while. But what I also have, this other box. This actually has a number 1 on it. An amazing subscriber called Kim, you know exactly who you are, sent me the most amazing email quite a few months ago. She had been collecting items for me because she wanted to create me an advent calendar rather than me knowing what's in all of our advent calendar. And she had quite a few battles because, unbeknownst to me, I kept purchasing some of the things that she'd purchased for my advent calendar. So she realised what my mum has suffered for years, because believe me, I have done it to my mum more than once at Christmas, and purchased myself something she had got for me. The lovely Kim sent me over a bunch of goodies for an advent calendar. There's not quite 24 because I kept buying things myself, but she has a few very nice treats herself now, and I have presents to open sporadically throughout December. She did label one of them with day 1, and after that it's up to me. So I might just do them every other day until I figure out numbers, because the first day is a Sunday, so I am not in an organised frame of mind yet because it's the weekend. So I am going to open my first present from Kim, and it rattles. I'm very excited. It sounds like it could be a jigsaw. Is it a jigsaw? Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, amazing. It is an advent jigsaw. Absolutely fantastic. Hang on, let me just get the paper off the back. I love how we have both gone. I can see why this is day 1. We have both gone for advent themed. This one, I open one box and do one section of, maybe it's this picture, maybe it's not. Oh, that'll be exciting to find out. So yes, this is my countdown to Christmas. I've not seen jigsaw advents before. It doesn't surprise me that they're out there because there are some very, very clever people with very, very clever ideas of things. But yeah, this is amazing. The pieces on the back are also numbered, so I can break it apart and do it again the next year. Ooh, this might be a new yearly tradition. I'm going to try and get in it just to show you guys what the inside of the box looks like. And then this is what I'm doing once I finish filming this video. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Or maybe it is this picture. So number 1, oh, I like the fact I don't have to fish out all the corners. That's always a good start. Yes, number 1 does look to be the corner of the picture according to the colourings. But I do have what looks like trees. So it is going to be this gorgeous image. Look, I have my corner and my edges. Oh, that is going to be a very chilled jigsaw that gets me this gorgeous image when I'm finished. And this is the Inn at Christmas. Oh, Kim, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I am going to get out my jigsaw board so that I can do a section of this. I might even kick Megan's diamond painting off my drafting table. And I can do a section each day and then tuck it underneath my bed or something in between. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, I need to do a WIP and waffle. I'm excited though. I'm excited. Okay, let's put that diamond painting aside. I've got rubbish all over the floor, but that's fine. We'll deal with that later. Sorry, my watch is going ping, 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 ping. That is a family chat that likes to go off in the evenings, and I can't remember off the top of my head how to turn the sound off on my watch. So we're going to wing it. We're going to wing it. We're going to go for it. I'm going to move my comments, etc. up here and zoom you guys in so that I can read your comments and chat away while we do section 1. So excited to get these done. Okay, that one is lined up pretty well. This one is not. So I'm just gonna, I'm not sure which way this potentially should scoot. I think I need to scoot up a row. Hopefully, if I ignore this family chat long enough, it will shut up. That's always my hope. Do you know what? I've taken my watch off. Because seriously, they don't stop. Okay. Oh, you can tell it's going to be one of those WIP and Waffles, can't you? But I have my section lined up. This one is a mystery diamond painting, which means all the symbols are black with no colour in the background. This one is a square. So of the 4 pictures we have, there are 2 round and 2 square. So if you've never tried a square before, this can, you know, be a less daunting way to give one a go. But I will try and come up with any tips and tricks along the way as I can. In fact, if I find some washi tape, oh look, I've got some that has coffee on it. I have done a tips and tricks video on a few ways that you can straighten up squares. But one, sorry, that watch is still pinging. One quite easy way is if you line up, washi tape across the bottom, which some people do anyway if there's any excess glue. Now, while there's no excess glue on this one, the thickness of the washi tape, which is not a lot, it's not a lot of thickness, so it doesn't get annoying, can quite often be enough for your diamonds to feel as though they are just butting up to something. You can also use a ruler. Plastic rulers are quite good, or a gift card. You've got one of those floating about, and it helps you get your sort of first line straight. This will remove perfectly fine as long as you've not got, you know, as long as you don't accidentally use Gorilla Tape instead of washi tape, then you should be fine and dandy to be able to pop that up against the side. Now, I always like, personally, I always like, when I can, to sort of edge my canvas before I start placing all the rest of the diamonds. So I like to get this row nice and neat. Now, depending on how you're doing these kits, you may have decided that actually you would rather start in the bottom corner. But if I have an outside edge on a diamond painting, I often like to fill those in first, especially when I'm starting from the left, sometimes when I'm starting from the right. But primarily, so on this one, primarily I want to get that bottom row as straight as possible. You know, you might take a little bit longer, you might do it a little bit slower. In this case, we actually have a colour that runs all the way across the bottom in this image. And then you can then choose to go across, or you can do the side edges as well. Another thing that is very easy to help squares stay straight is to use what's called the step method. So if you can see, we've only got a little step in this colour, just because There's only 3 rows of it, but you basically fill in your steps. And what that means is that your diamonds are pushing into 2 other diamonds. So you can push them in. Sometimes they even overlap a little bit, and as you push it down, you get that satisfying click. Very, very quiet click, but you get a little click. Some people do like to do every other one. So they do every other square. And then when you go in and fill in the middle, if it needs to push any diamonds a little bit more one way than another, you can fill in your gaps like that. But I do have, say, some tips and tricks on dealing with squares, and you can see one of those may work for you. I personally prefer the little step method because I feel like I'm getting somewhere then at a normal pace, rather than filling in a whole checkerboard and then still having to go over the whole section again to fill in all the gaps. But that's just the way my brain works. Anyway, let's carry on with this and go through some comments, questions. So these are from my earlier WIP and Waffles that I do on a Sunday and a Thursday. Every day. I'm not waffling every day anyway. But Corinne, she says she does understand about chronic pain. She says, she was born with cerebral palsy that affects both of her legs, and now with fibromyalgia, I'm trying to say that right. Slower was better than trying to say it in one word. She says her upper body is very painful too. Goodness me, you're not getting a break anywhere. She says, on a happier note, she says diamond painting has took a back seat a little bit. I'm thinking that's not happier. But she has said she's been Legoing, which is awesome. As long as you're taking some me time and having some fun with whatever hobby it may be. I'll be doing a jigsaw later for some me time. She says she got the Hogwarts Express just in time. It's being retired, she says, so she took the plunge and she got it. She said she's been doing a bag or 2 a night and she's nearly finished. That sounds fun. I like to do Lego 1 or 2 bags a night. I find, it just keeps the excitement lasting that bit longer. Still a lot quicker and a lot more expensive than diamond painting, but amazing fun. So, well worth doing. There's been, I think my last one I did was the Milky Way. I have still got some Lego sets to do though when the urge takes me again. I tend to do them. I've done a couple, or hubby did some, and I helped my nephews with some the other day. We took them some of our little gifts with purchase that we'd not managed to do, and they had amazing fun with those one evening. So that's always good because they can always do the Lego that's older than they are, because they've had so much practice. I think that's why. What we doing in the craft Hal says she always loves my super long WIP and Waffles because my last Sunday waffle was a long one. She says, but nothing will ever beat the 10 plus hours I did on camera of the Minions painting. She says, all the love to you and your family, Rebecca. I'm not sure if I have another 10-hour one in me at all, but I can imagine after this December event, I will quite possibly need to do some longer ones to get caught up on comments. So maybe I'll see how much time I have December, January time and see if I can squeeze in a really, really long one. Sorry, I've just put that watch in a drawer to see if that helps. because for some reason that is not shutting up. I don't even have my phone on me, and I think I have to turn the sound off on my phone. Anyway. Oh, looks like I have a matching to the bottom of the Bright tray, which I know I've been using for the past few weeks, but as I say, this first event being on a Sunday has thrown me a bit of a curveball, especially because I had quite a few videos to prep and get ready out for last week. It being on a Sunday is yeah, it's knocked me completely out of sync, but it's all good. Leah, she said she had her first of 4 assessed PowerPoints this week at uni. She says, plus so many other things at the same time. She says she's not sure if she's coming or going. I feel you. That is me this weekend. I think we all have those periods of times in our life that is just crazy busy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love everything that I do, but it always seems as though it all sort of comes at once. I had my last sew day today that the amazing Diane put on. So I'm actually filming this the night before the first, because I have to film them the night before. Just, it might not be till the morning I get to edit it and stuff. So yeah, I've been to my last sew day. I really probably shouldn't have gone in a way to the sew day. I've got so much on, but at the same point, I really enjoy them. Of course, they've already been prepaid for, and yeah, they're fun. So I was like, no, just have a mad few hours instead and get going. So I've had the sew day. We also brought the launch forward unexpectedly. We weren't expecting to do it, but it was only once we'd made the business decision in relation to the new GPSR regulations that come into force. We realised that if we kept launch this upcoming Friday like it was supposed to be, we would be cutting it too fine for all our European customers. So we decided to bring it forward because a Friday is still the day we do it. And yeah, it's just caused chaos in this house. I think my brother is coming tomorrow with the boys. His wife has gone to the markets in Paris. So he's here tomorrow at some point, at some time, for some amount of time with the boys. And we need to put our tree up. So, oh, and I need to prep stock ready for orders to be going out on Monday. So it's all good. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. But yeah, give it later on this week and everything will be calm. I think. We shall see. Okay. Dragon Skies. She says, hi, Rebecca. She says she's thinking that Floral Surprise will be bumped. She says, and the Christmas painting will be next. So true. So true. Floral Surprise has got bumped. The Christmas painting is in my pipeline on my radar. I actually got 4 sections done at the beginning of the week. And then, of course, I haven't touched it for a few days because everything went crazy. So I probably won't get to touch it for a few days yet. But yes, the Christmas one has ended up being my December diamond painting project that I do outside of these small ones. And yeah, I am happy with my decision, but I also can't wait to do floral as well. So I'm kind of hoping that I do well at getting on with the winter one, so that I can possibly kit up floral and do that one too. But yeah, we all know that may well possibly not happen. Because yeah, I always think I can do more than I can actually fit in to the physical time that I have. But hey, I wouldn't be me if I didn't do that. Right, let me change over my colours. I'm literally always going for the most sort of bottom left most one. So I'm working across the rows. Sort of helps me make a decision on what colours to do, and I end up with bits appearing all over the place, or at least I do in this design. So we're now ending up with some red. Hang on, what are we on? 2, 3, 2. Yeah, I've definitely got the right colours. I'm waiting for a day when I end up picking up the wrong colours. I'm waiting for that madness to happen. Debbie, she says, hi Rebecca. She says, yay, and lovely long video. She says, Hannah, her second daughter, is so messy. She says her house is awful most of the time. She said she was in the army, but none of it is rubbed off on her in regards to how tidy they had to be. Maybe it's rebellion from how tidy she used to have to be in relation to it. But then again, it was one of those. When I was a child, my bedroom was always a mess. I then always wanted the house to primarily be tidy. But frankly, life's just too busy now. It just is nowhere near as tidy as I want it to be. It does have its moments, normally once or twice a week, where it's beautiful. And no one ever comes round on those days. The house at the moment, it needs some love. It needs some tidying up more than anything else. And just shifting stuff from life in general. But hey ho, we'll get there. Trudy, she says she was more organised when the kids were little. I agree, so true. She also says she always has a separate tumble dryer. She says, but she would use the radiator or the clothes horse. That's another thing. Hubby's been off this last week. So at the beginning of the week, he did absolutely fantastic at cracking through a load of the washing, which was amazing. So my brain just switched off from my washing pile, well and truly. Hubby had it in hand. Thing is, I think we both then ignored it for the last few days of this week. So I've got visions of come Monday, well, it won't be Monday, it'll be later than Monday because I'll be packing orders on Monday, prepping stuff on Monday. Yeah, come later on in the week, I'm going to end up turning round and probably have just as much washing as I had before. But hey, again, it swings and roundabouts. The kids have got the clothes they need, so it'll all be good. Okay, what are we going for next? We're going for what I call the take that symbol, the 2 T's, and why am I not seeing it? Because it's an AB. I really thought I'd got the wrong diamonds then. I know what the image is. I know the diamonds are right, and I still thought I'd got the wrong one. Okay, I am using my same pen for the ABs at the moment, purely because my glue dot is nowhere near as sticky, because this pen has been well used over the last few weeks, especially when I've been doing my Thursday WIP and Waffle. So it's not too sticky to pick up AB diamonds and like pull the coating off and things with it. So I'm being lazy. once I've got myself sorted and feel like December has really started and is like, you know, allowed to take over my life, I will get a little bit more organised with having an AB pen and changing up the trays I use and changing up the pens I use. I have an absolute load of amazing pens and I love getting them out during, you know, and actually going through each and every one of them during my December and June events. And because it's a Sunday, I'm just not organised for it. Okay, I think that is all of those ABs. This is the one that's a little bit dotted about. And actually, my next one is another AB. So let's do some more bits of sparkle. Liv's dotted N. She says, hello Zesties. She says she has a tabletop dishwasher, which has been fab for her. She says when she can't be bothered to stand and wash her pots. She says sometimes she does a quick sink wash if she only has a few pots to wash, and then she waits for the dishwasher to be full first before she runs it. She says she was gifted the dishwasher for Christmas last year, and she was bought some dishwasher tablets as one of her presents, and she started to laugh when she realised what they were. See, amazing. I knew a colleague at work that decided to get a tabletop dishwasher and he was raving about it so much. That's why I think it came into my head, because he absolutely loved his. And I love our big one. Now we've got one, I wouldn't want to go back to washing the dishes, even though we did for years and years and years. Debbie says she's so excited for Christmas that she's put their tree up. Amazing. We wanted to put our tree up last weekend. It was me and Caris were going to put it up last weekend, while the other two were in Disney. So excited to do it. A pair of us were excited to do it. But after such a busy day we had on the Saturday, when it came to the Sunday, we just both looked at each other and went, nah, let's leave it. And now I've even, you know, I feel like now everybody's starting to go, okay, where's the tree? It's the beginning of December and the tree's not up yet. Which it doesn't always have to be, and I don't think it was up last year, but yeah, we do kind of feel like it needs to go up. So we'll see if that actually happens. I will report back as to whether the tree actually made it up or whether that was the thing that was pushed to another time in the month, should I say. It will be up for Christmas. It's just how soon it goes up. And I will absolutely love it once it's up. I'm just not looking forward to the process of getting everything down out the loft. That's what I don't want to do. Is get everything out the loft. Oh, Leah, she says, unfortunately for her, sleep is still not happening and her mental health is still bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. She says she is seeing a therapist at uni every other week and she has a GP appointment booked about sleep. She says this coming week. Well, hopefully between those two things can start to get a bit better for you. Because I do get that it's hard. It's very, very hard. Especially with all uni work and deadlines and everything else are all coming up at the same time. Doesn't necessarily help matters. Carrie, she says, wow, she says, an amazing long WIP and Waffle. Last Sunday's was a good long WIP and Waffle. I really enjoyed doing it. She says she sees her surgeon on Wednesday, and hopefully she's going to get out of the boot. We're all rooting for you. She says, but her foot is still sore, so she's not sure where that's going. She said on Saturday they will be celebrating an early Christmas with cousins from Iowa, 5.5 hours away, who come up for Thanksgiving. She says she's handmade some gifts for everyone in the family, and she's so excited to give them out. Oh, that's so good. When you have the excitement as well as, of course, the person gifting it, makes it so fun. She says she's really excited for the Advent event, which is, of course, now here. Her mum has been keeping her Advent calendar safe for her, so she'll be collecting that from her this week. And she brought her husband and dogs each an Advent calendar. So all 4 of them have something to open each every day. She says she hopes everyone has a wonderful week. Yes, the opening of the Advent calendars is so much fun. I've had an absolutely amazing time already. I've been excited for everybody to open their Advent and the Advent paintings. But then in addition to that, I've also been excited because, of course, I have an Advent to open. So both things have made me excited. It's going to be an amazing month. Becky, she says, hi Rebecca. She says she could hardly believe her ears when you were getting the chart to art files, the Diamond Art Studio chart to art files in Pattern Keeper. She says, yay. She says she's hoping that Floral will be completed next year. She says, but she doubts if the Advent one will be done Woodland will be done before Advent. She says, but this is still great news. Well, I'm happy to say Woodland is all done. It is on Diamond Art Studio's website, ready to rock and roll, all as PDFs for you to use. So they are available in the same place, in the downloads section. You can just go get yourself another copy if you want Woodland in a PDF compatible with Pattern Keeper and indeed markup. So they are there. I've been using them to do mine and I've absolutely loved it. Floral will be very soon. Floral will be very soon. There's a few different processes that it sort of goes through, even after I've got it into PDF format. And got it all to that point. There is then also work that needs doing on Diamond Art Studio side before it can get up onto the website. So we wanted to get the Woodland one up, of course, for the beginning of December, because while a lot of people have started it early, which I don't blame them, because it does take quite a bit to do each section. So a lot of people start it early so they can actually finish it by December, or at least the end of December. The race was on to get Woodland up, so that's up. Floral is with Diamond Art Studio, so they're working on their part on that one. I still need to work on the other 2. So Spookmas and last year's Advent one. They're the 2 I'm currently working on. I absolutely love turning them into charts. More than happy to do them. And really enjoy doing them. In fact, I did them over diamond painting the other night because I was loving it. But yeah, I've still got the other 2 to sort. Spookmas is nearly there. But I've still got quite a few steps to do. So as soon as, I've prioritised getting orders and stuff out, then I will shift a bit of focus back onto those. and get those done as soon as possible. And then, yeah, hopefully going forward, any future chart to arts, we've got a process, and I'm doing a mini lesson on making it work. And then Sam's also going to talk with their manufacturer to get the symbols to match up, like as fine and dandy as we can, should we say. So yeah, it's going to be really good. Okay, I think I've got all my D's. Oh, now I have questions. Do I finish up that top corner, or do I move into this part? I actually think I'm going to finish this top corner. I'm going to do this top part, and then I'm going to move over to here. No, that doesn't go in that one. It's the number 7. That was me not paying attention. I have twisted the end of these tweezers so much. Or I've got something stuck to them. Anyway. No. Get in there. Okay. Karen, she says, hello, Rebecca and Zesty. She says, thank you for the amazing WIP and Waffle. She says she loved the length. She said it kept her company while she was working on her project. She says she cannot wait for next week's start of the Advent. And it's here. 1 week later. We're here and we go. We go. All Things Crafty by Kaz. So Kaz says, she says hi. She says she hopes all is well with me. She says she does have a little update on her mum. She says she's been transferred to another hospital which deals with dialysis, new dialysis patients. She said she mentioned that she only went in for her toe, but other things went a bit wrong. She said she has turned a corner, which is good. Oh, that's good news. I thought things were going a bit not so good, but we like good news. So I hope things have continued to go up, and that your mum's in good spirits as well, because it's not fun being stuck in hospital, quite frankly. Rose, she says, hey, Rebecca and Zesties. She says, yay, finally another finish. Yes, I feel like I get so excited now when I get diamond paintings finished, because yeah, time just always gets away from me all the time. I always think I have more time than I actually do. So yes, getting another finish is absolutely amazing. Only one finish for November if you watch my logbook videos, but you never know. Well, I'm going to have at least 4. I mean, I know I've not written them in my logbook separately, but can I count them as 4 paintings finished in December? Maybe 5 if I get my chart to art finished as well. We shall see. Time will tell if it's actually classed as a finish, but here's hoping. She says she loves the colours. She is all kitted up, ready for Zesty Advent. She said, and her Advent calendar is ready to go. Her son has added a few goodies, a few things like off the canvas and other goodies. She says, thank you for all that you do. Oh, amazing. A calendar all bumped up as well. I like it. One of my daughters tends to do us a stocking for Christmas, which is quite nice. Because, of course, the children's stockings, or children, they're adults, but you know what I mean. Their stockings tend to get filled by Santa, you see. So one of my daughters likes to fill mum and dad's stocking for them, which is always good. It's always good to get a nice full stocking for the Christmas. Right, I'm going a little bit out of order now. I'm going to do number 4 before I move over and do the big long Y one. Aaliyah, she says she has always hated the noise of fireworks. She said ever since she was a child. She says she'd watch a display from as far away as possible when she was younger, but she likes the light and the sparkles from fireworks. Yes, I much prefer the light and the sparkles. Those ones that go up into the air in one big long swoop and then just go bang and do nothing else without the shower of pretty lights, just literally just go bang. I don't see the point in them myself. I much prefer the ones that go bang and then poof. I think they're so much prettier and nicer to watch. Right, I want Y. She says she also realised that she physically panics when a balloon pops too. She says she thinks that is a neurodivergent reaction. That may be sensitive to sounds and things, or loud and sudden sounds. Could definitely be something that you just don't like, my dear. You just don't like it. And that is perfectly fine to not like it. Perfectly reasonable. Bev, she says Google Play gave her £1 off any app, so she bought Pattern Keeper. I like that. It was a sign from the Google Play Store. She says she's thinking that both the apps will be useful to her on different projects, as she does like her stats when she is cross-stitching. She says she's glad that I talked about the glue on this canvas. So that's on my Kookaburra canvas. She says she couldn't work out why she was having such a hard time with one of hers. She says she's never done one with double-sided tape before. She says, but she knew they had an opaque cover. But this one was a clear cover, she said, and it really confused her. She says, anyway, it's been abandoned and she'll look at it again next year. Is that one of those? Just get out of my sight and I'll speak to you again later. That's what sometimes you need to do, isn't it? I completely get that. I will deal with you when I have the patience for you. At least you can put a diamond pane in a cupboard. Oh, Aaliyah, she says she's watched this video over the course, in several parts over the course of today. She says, hence a fair amount of comments from her. Love it. Watch it in batches when you can get the time to watch. She says she did a Diamond Art Club painting for a friend several years ago. She said she loved the image, but she would not sit still long enough to complete it. She says the agreement was that she would pay her. The agreement was that she paid her in chunks over a couple of months to cover the cost of the painting. She also added extra into each payment, which totalled just over the amount of another painting that she knew she had her eye on. As a now, do one for yourself too, now you've spent so long on mine. Which to me, I think with hobbies like that, is the sort of best way to do it. Is, you know, I mean, yes, there are some hobbies that you can potentially, you know, make some decent money for. But if you can't, and you want to do something like that for a friend, but, you know, it's expensive to buy, is to get them to buy it and then something for you to do afterwards. And then it can work all the better. Right, today's section is done. So the mystery one, obviously, well, that and me chatting a lot, does take a bit longer than maybe the rounds will. But we have the bottom corner of 1. I wonder what that could be. There is only 6 sections, so things do start to show their face a little bit quicker than maybe they would on a big painting. But yeah, very happy with our section 1 for today. Section 2, we are on one of our round paintings, or at least I am. Whether you've kitted up the same as me or not is completely up to you. I do have the kitting up video and I do show you what sections I've done on each. But we are going into a bottom corner for tomorrow. And of course we'll see what's in day 2 of the Admore Zest calendar. But thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow.